Welcome to the 2019 NCAA Division III Championships second round post-game press conference for the game between Wheaton and Wooster. With us from Wheaton is head coach Mike Schauer and student athlete Aston Francis. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach Schauer and then open the floor for questions.
Yeah, unbelievable game. I mean, I was texting a good coaching friend earlier today saying if we won tonight, it would be the best win of my career, which isn't making it about me, but it's how much respect I have for Wooster, for Coach Moore. Obviously, the significance of the game speaks for itself, a chance to go to the Sweet 16. But you could add up the wins of the other three coaches here, and it doesn't equal his total. And so to have a win against him at any point in my career is a humbling experience because he's as good as ever coached here at our level. And just proud of my guys. We just fought, right? Just fought and fought and fought. And the biggest thing tonight is this is a fairly normal road game for us. We play teams that are as good as Wooster, and they're great. A lot. We have to go to Augie, we got to go to Wesleyan, we got to go to North Central, we've been to Platteville, this group's been to Whitworth. This is not a unique experience for us. As good as they are, we're used to playing this caliber of team on the road, and I thought that really showed through tonight to help us get a win.
Talk a little bit about, you said it was a tough game and a little bit gritty, maybe not what people would have expected. Talk about what your team did to sort of pull through and get some of that gritty effort.
Yeah, I was really worried about our ability to stop them. They're fantastic. We are really good defensively when we have an obvious matchup for Luke Peters, and they really don't present one because of the size and athleticism that they have. We really wrestled with where to put Luke, and I thought Ye and Luke Anthony both did a great job on matchups they normally don't have to play of that ability. So I was really pleased. Once the game slowed a little bit, not that it was a half-court game, but our ability to stop them was significant. And once I kind of felt like we settled in defensively, I knew we were going to have a chance.
Aston, did you feel like you got into a rhythm at a certain point in the game, or did you feel good out of the gate tonight?
Really, the first probably 30 minutes or so of the game, I didn't feel great. My shot was feeling good, and there were shots that I feel like I normally take and normally can make. Felt pretty good, but were just long, and that's always a struggle for shooters because that's probably the place where you don't want to be. You don't want to be long because then you got to focus on correcting and stuff. So it was a little uncomfortable, and then luckily was able to get to the basket and get some mid-range shots and get a couple threes to fall in the second half. And thanks to my teammates for not shutting me out for shooting something that I definitely shouldn't have there at the end of the first half, beginning of the second half.
You've had a chance to look at the numbers, Coach. Anything in particular stands out to me? I mean, rebounding stands out to me.
Yeah, I got to be honest, I actually haven't looked at the numbers. I've been given the stat sheet, but I've been responding to the 50-so-odd text messages I have. So tell me what the rebounding numbers were.
43 to 32.
I'm assuming we out-rebounded them?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're actually, people, because we have not always been a very good rebounding team historically, people kind of assume that's what we've been this year. That's not true. We've actually been a very good defensive team and a very good rebounding team. And what's unique about it is our two leading rebounders are actually our two starting guards. Aston and Luke Peters lead us in rebounding. And that's a unique advantage we have. They're both sensational rebounders. And so I'm not surprised we won the rebounding battle. Maybe by that number I'm surprised we won it by. But again, it goes back to the fact that we're used to seeing teams of this size and this athleticism. It doesn't faze us. It's our world. And so it doesn't mean they're not great because they're great, but it doesn't overwhelm us like it will a lot of opponents just because of their size and athleticism.
It seemed like when they got close at 53-50, like a little over 10 minutes to go, you guys seem to have gotten every shot that you wanted to take. And on the other side, you played some really good defense, not allowing a hand in the face every time. They didn't have an open look the rest of the game. I mean, I think maybe comment on, was that, your team and your defensive effort, but it seemed like surprised everyone else.
Yeah, again, I mean, we're a pretty good defensive team. I think our season defensive field goal percentage is in the top 30 or so in the country. We have guarded really good teams all year, and a lot of that, again, is Luke and Jay Spencer and guys like that are really gifted defensively. Because teams have to focus so much on Aston, and he's obviously great. I mean, he closed out tonight. We can kind of get some shots when we want it if we use him as a screener or a decoy because he'll attract so much attention. And I thought, again, tonight we ran a play to Luke Anthony, who hit a huge three. that kind of put the game back in our control. And we've done that a few times this year. He's a great shooter, and he's comfortable taking a shot of that magnitude. And so, I don't know that we got any shot we wanted, but I knew we would have moments that I could get shots for certain people other than A. And then to be honest with you, when Aston's in an isolated situation, he's just really hard to guard.
Now let me ask Aston this. I mean, Worcester starts out the game with a 6'8" guy on the outside there, and then they use 32 Daniel on him, and the little guy, Kai, and you kind of saw it all tonight. I mean, when at first, and then you played a lot of post up down low when the little guy was on you, and they were able to get the ball quite a bit, but you still were deadly from outside. I mean, that variety of defense that you saw, how'd you respond to that? You did a good job.
I think I've seen just about everything, guys.
We've seen everything.
Yeah, we've had double teams, we've had boxing ones, we've had all that stuff with guys of different size. So at this point, I think all of us are pretty well adjusted, and if they throw 5'10" or if they throw 6'8", it doesn't matter. We just run our stuff, and our guys do a great job of setting good screens, no matter who it is. And so, like I said, I think I got decent looks. Excluding just a couple that I probably forced, and just didn't hit them in the first 30 minutes or so, and unfortunately got a few to fall in the last 10 minutes or so.
And 13 of 33, though. I mean, it's never easy, obviously, to score 43 points, but you had to work for them.
Definitely. No, they did a great job, especially number 10. Normally smaller guys I like to try and go post up. And he did a great job of just fighting all night. Was on my hip on the inside of me, making it really hard to get good post position, and then did a good job of fighting through screens. So credit to them. Definitely, I think poor shooting had something to do with their defense. They did a really good job and had a good game plan. But like I said, fortunately, just got a few to fall there at the end.
Yep.
Thank you, Coach Shower, and student athlete Aston Francis. You are excused.
All right, thanks.